What's up guys, it's me, TXC Bands, and I'm back with a new Boruto video. Uh, Boruto 2 Blue Vortex dropped its second chapter this week, and it's titled Tree. Recapping the last chapter, Boruto just arrived to the fight in Konoha after the time skip, and he was about to begin his battle with Code, who was invading the village with his Ten Tails monsters. And so now we're going to pick up, obviously, where we left off with Boruto and Code facing off against each other. And in this chapter, we get to see not just that, but we get to see a lot of action with other characters like Inashika Cho and Sarada, for example. And we get to even see some of Boruto's new post-time skip abilities. And it seems that Kishimoto really likes Sarada because the cover page this week is Sarada again. So without further ado, let's get started with the chapter. So Code begins by saying that his sole reason for invading the village was to draw Boruto out, and that worked perfectly. Even if it's kind of a trap, Boruto stays ready to protect the village at all times. And Boruto even then threatens Code to withdraw along with his monsters, or he's gonna kill him. And Boruto is talking big game here, but we'll see if he can actually back it up in this fight. And so now that the shit talking has increased, Code throws a low blow saying that Boruto's the one who ran away from the fight with him like a coward before the time skip happened. But Boruto is a different man now. He's so much more confident than he was before the time skip, and we see that because he keeps on saying how powerful he thinks he is. But he's not just all battle focused here, he's actually kind of tactical because he tells Sarada, who's just standing there doing nothing, to actually do something and go help out the citizens of Konoha who are struggling against these Ten Tails monsters. And Sarada thinks that's a good idea because it's better than doing nothing. So now we cut to Shikadai restraining 3 monsters with his shadow binding jutsu. And the Inoshika Cho teamwork comes in handy once again because Chocho then punches through all the monsters that he's holding still. And Chocho is confident in her win, but it's not done yet because using the claw mark that's on its body, another monster jumps out from the one that she just defeated. And luckily, Inojin, the third member of the trio, comes in along with Himawari on his bird to grab him away and save Chocho. He even calls Chocho straight up a fat ass, which is crazy to me. And the monsters aren't done yet because he keeps ripping at Inojin's bird and eventually even rips and gets a piece of Himawari, and Himawari falls off. It's kind of odd because Himawari doesn't really seem that scared when she's falling off, and I don't know why. But since Himawari's falling off, Kawaki, of course, hears that, and Kawaki, like the big brother that he is, comes in to save the day. And so Inojin grabs Himawari's falling body while Kawaki comes in and kicks the hell out of that monster that was attacking. And then, oddly enough, the monster isn't done. In fact, now he pulls out a Rinnegan. And this is a bigger deal than it seems because it shows that these monsters can just evolve. Also, Rinnegan puts him in a higher league than many characters like Inojin, Shikadai, and Chocho. They definitely can't hold up against a Rinnegan. Himori thanks her big bro Kawaki now for saving him, but this irks him for some reason. To Himawari, Kawaki's her blood brother, so it would make sense that she calls him big brother, but Kawaki still doesn't feel that way, even though this is what he kind of wanted. And And then the monster then just starts tweaking out and he gets Kawaki in a chokehold somehow. And when he has Kawaki on the ground in a chokehold, he says Otsutsuki. And that's one thing you don't want to say to Kawaki. That pisses him off even more than Himori calling him Big Bro. So Kawaki activates his karma and shoots a big blast at the Ten Tails monster. So that guy is dead now, but that doesn't really mean much because there are like infinite amounts of these things. Back to Boruto and Code. Code has the monsters surround Boruto, and then Boruto does some crazy anime swordsman stuff. He like chops up all of them, and he doesn't even like remove the sword from the sheath. And Code is impressed, but also pissed off at Boruto's strength because he thinks he might not be bluffing now. But it doesn't really matter to him because he views all of those monsters that he has as just tools. And Boruto then tells Code that he doesn't understand truly the horrors of the Ten Tails, which kind of shows that Boruto has gotten more wise over this time skip. We then return to Sarada, who is running through the town saving people, something that a Hokage should be doing, unlike the current Hokage, Shikamaru. She uses a great fireball jutsu, something that any good Uchiha should know. And then for the next few monsters, she even uses Shidori, which we love to see. And then some Jonin on the scene comments that Sarada is crazy powerful for just a Genin, which kind of proves that the system nowadays is irrelevant because Genin can be just as powerful as even Hokage, like Naruto. And not to be that guy, but this kind of does disprove an entire arc of the Boruto anime canon because Sarada did become a Chunin. But anyway, another monster comes in to attack Sarada, and now that random Jonin who made that comment jumps in to save her. This random Jonin's name is Soegi, by the way, but that doesn't really matter because he's dead now. Soegi turns into a tree when he's bitten by this monster, which kind of makes sense because it's kind of similar to the White Zetsu's abilities that we've seen in Naruto. And now we get back to Code and Boruto one last time, and Code knows that the Ten Tails is a horrific being who eats like everything. But Boruto says it's even worse than that now because the transformation that they underwent. Boruto says if Code doesn't annihilate all of his Ten Tails beasts that he made, the future will be bad for everyone. But this is kind of a stupid point for Boruto to bring up because this is Code's objective anyway. He needs the Ten Tails so he could get his chakra fruit. Boruto then asks him again to just give up and to just show Boruto where the Ten Tails is. And now he says that killing Code will be easy. Now these claims by Boruto are pretty insane because Code is like one of the strongest characters in the entire series. And we'll see if Boruto lives up to these claims that he's making in the fight between them. Now he starts to form an invisible Rasengan in his hand, but Code notices what's going on. He's seen the invisible Rasengan before, but this is a new power now. Boruto announces his move, Rasengan Uzihiko, and it pretty much looks like an invisible Rasengan that's covering his entire body. So maybe his like punches and kicks will have the same force as a Rasengan. Then the chapter abruptly ends, so we have to wait till next month. But this was another great chapter to start out the time skip. I think the development of the monsters with the Renegons are great, but it's also worrying for the good guys of the series. And because Boruto is actually like super scared of the future, and these Ten Tails monsters might keep growing in power. Also, Boruto better walk the walk, because he sure is talking a lot of shit to Code about how strong he is. But we'll see in the next battle, in the next chapter. And if you made it to the end of this video, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, because it'll help me out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.